What's up and welcome back to another Madden 22 rebuild for you guys here today. Today we are going to be doing a Baltimore Ravens rebuild. They don't really need a rebuild, but I got it suggested to me in the comments, so let's just get right into this one.
She's a Mona Lisa. Everyone's lining up to see.
Now the Ravens definitely have like a really good team, I think. They have an 81 overall, 83 offense, 80 defense. They have a solid team, especially in Madden. Lamar Jackson always goes absolutely wild in this game. The football gods suck a lot, right? For some reason, they took out their frustration on the Ravens running backs this year because 3 of their guys are out for the entire season. Not only does that suck because the players themselves are injured, but it sucks because it's the Ravens. Now all these stupid people on Twitter are making the Lamar Jackson's a running back. I hate that, okay? You guys make that joke all the time. It's been made a billion times. I'm tired of seeing it. All right? Yeah, Lamar Jackson's fast. Yes, running backs are also usually fast. Good job. Lamar Jackson is a really good quarterback. He's not just speed, okay? He can do a lot of other things really well. Lamar Jackson's great. He's a 91 overall, superstar X Factor. Completely deserving of both of those. He's a beast. He's going to do really well for us this year. J.K. Dobbins is going to, be our running back. Like, pre-existing injuries are turned off for these rebuilds. Maybe in realistic rebuilds, we turn them back on. I don't know. But since this is fantasy style still, we have J.K. Dobbins. It really sucks he went down, man. I was excited to see what he was going to do this season. But he's going to be the running back for at least a season or two. We'll see how he develops. I'm sure he's going to develop well, but of course we'll have to see. Sammy Watkins is on this team, and I don't know if I want him on this team. He's pretty expensive, I think. And he's 28. We might get rid of him. But Marquise Brown is a guy we're keeping. Like 97, 98 speed. Yeah, 97 speed for him. Marquise Brown's really good. They also have Rashad Bateman, rookie receiver out of Minnesota. Also a beast. I want him playing quite a bit. So Marquise Brown will probably be the one. Maybe I'll move him to the slot if I can get a better receiver. I don't know. But I want Rashad Bateman being the 1 or the 2. And then Devin Duvernay is also still good. I wouldn't mind him playing the slot. I think we're going to roll with these receivers for this year. Not the best group. Like, I could probably trade for some better guys, but I like the youth here in the receiving core. And then we can definitely go ahead and trade Sammy Watkins. I'm good with that. Ronnie Stanley is by far the best offensive lineman on this team. He's really good. One of the best tackles in the league. Also, this Phillips guy has star dev. I'm sorry, I don't know who Tyree Phillips is. But he'll probably start somewhere. Maybe right tackle. Because Alejandro Villanueva, I don't really want on the team too much longer. Jawan James, same thing there. Kevin Zeitler, I don't really want on the team. Like, they have some pretty good offensive linemen. They're just kind of old. We'll kind of have to see. I doubt they have much trade value right now. Mark Andrews is really good, though. Mark Andrews is a tremendous tight end. 86 speed and catching. He's fantastic. Nick Boyle is also a pretty good backup because I think he's a really good blocking tight end. Yeah, 78 run block is quite good. So I'll probably keep him on the team, I guess, as the number 2 tight end option. And then over here on the defense, let's start in the secondary, I guess. Marlon Humphrey is a beast. 92 overall for him, superstar dev. He is a tremendous corner, one of the best in the game for sure. Marcus Peters is good, but also injured, which sucks for the Ravens. But Marcus Peters is a really good corner as well. And then Jimmy Smith is still solid. Tavon Young, Anthony Averett. They're all pretty good players. I mean, Averett's only a 69, but Jimmy Smith and Tavon Young are both solid. Young's a pretty good slot corner. He's getting kind of old, though, so I don't know what to do with him just yet. We'll probably keep him on the roster for now. I'd rather have him starting over Jimmy Smith, that's for sure. And then Deshaun Elliott and Chuck Clark are the safeties. Deshaun Elliott's young. He's 24. He can stay. And then Chuck Clark is like 26. He's still pretty young, too. Has a couple more years left to grow. Geno Stone is young. I mean, I don't know if I'll really get him involved too much. Kind of see how that goes. I think we need some linebackers, though. Definitely some outside linebackers, at least. I mean, we have Odafe Owe out of Penn State. Ridiculously athletic, 89 speed, 89 acceleration. You're in like a 4.3 or something stupid. Being 6'5", 257. That doesn't make any sense. And also, my dog's moving, all right? You can probably hear the collar. I'm sorry about that. But Owe has potential of being a complete stud. I definitely want him playing. Pernell McPhee, I don't really want starting. Justin Houston, Jalen Ferguson is kind of young still. I don't know what to do at outside linebacker. Maybe we can try to make a trade for someone. I don't know. Patrick Queen, though, has a lot of potential here. Star dev, 22 years of age. He is, for sure, the number 1 middle linebacker. LJ Fort is 31. I don't really want him on the team long-term. Malik Harrison has some youth to him. We'll probably start him at the number 2 middle linebacker position. So I think I'm looking to draft a linebacker, either an outside or a middle linebacker. Maybe even both. And then I think we heavily have to draft defensive linemen, right? Okay, so Calais Campbell's a beast. Calais Campbell has been good for a long time, but he's 35. Brandon Williams is also good, but he's 32. Really strong, though. And then Derek Wolfe is an 80. He's not bad, but he's 31. I don't know what to do with this D-line. We do have Matabuik. I don't know how to pronounce his last name, so I know he was a rookie last year. I don't know how to pronounce his last name, though. I apologize. I will be saying Matabuik probably the rest of this video, so my bad if that's incorrect. But he's still good, right? He has star dev, 75 overall. He's starting somewhere for sure. And then we have to figure out some other defensive linemen on this team. So maybe that's through the draft. Maybe that's through some trades right now. But regardless, we are going to be making some trades. Now, we have a bunch of, like, veterans on this team I do want to get rid of. I just don't think they're going to have much value. We're going to see how it goes, though. I'll try to get as much value back as possible. The first trade here is going to be Sammy Watkins, Kevin Zeitler, and Derek Wolfe to the Chargers for their first-round selection. This trade's actually really big. We are getting Chase Young on the team for Jawan James, Brandon Williams, and a first-round draft pick next year. Tyus Bowser, Jimmy Smith, and Alejandro Villanueva going to the Seahawks here for their first-round draft pick next year. I really can't get much for these three guys. I couldn't even get, like, a really late first, so I am taking the second-round draft pick from the Dolphins. LJ Fort, Bradley Bozeman, and Justin Houston are off the team. Well, that was really easy. I didn't think that would go through at all. This is going to be the final trade. Latavius Murray and Pernell McPhee for Ed Oliver. I don't know why he was so easy to get. He's still really young. He's an 81 overall. He's going to help out quite a bit, but yeah, that's going to be it for the trades. Let's quickly go over the roster. I think this team can actually do pretty well this first season. We traded away a handful of starters. Like, I'm aware of that, but I think we added some really good players to the team, and I think we're a better team in the long run, because now we have a bunch more younger players starting. So the offense, like the offensive line, looks a good bit different. It's not the best. It's really not even all that good aside from Ronnie Stanley. But I feel like they're at least okay enough. That's probably not even true. I think that's just bad optimism right there. I will work on the offensive line in the offseason for sure, because that is one group we need to address. And then defensively, we now have Chase Young on the team, which is awesome. Owe is definitely going to be starting as well, not Jalen Ferguson. I don't know why it's set up that way. Well, Chase Young is a right outside linebacker. He's just here at left for some reason. I will fix that before I simulate. He will definitely be starting. But now Ed Oliver is a defensive tackle on this team. He should help out quite a bit. And we have, I think, a pretty good-looking defense. Like, I don't think the defense got that much worse. If anything, we might have even gotten better because we added Chase Young to the team. But I will simulate now, and I'll let you know when something happens. We have a camp standout here in the preseason. These are always really nice. It is for Ed Oliver. All right. We're going to get his block shedding up by 5. I will take that. All right, so we are 3-4 right now. In second place, they're tied with the Bengals. The Browns are running away with the division. As expected, though. They're 6-1. Let's see who has to come back to the team, though. Calais Campbell. I don't know about that one. Patrick Ricard, I should probably bring back. Deshaun Elliott, I would like. Makari wouldn't be bad. We can get him at the end of the year. There's not many players here who I really want. But Patrick Ricard, I do want. He's a good fullback. He doesn't want to come back to the team just yet. Okay. And then Deshaun Elliott. I'm good with this contract here if he wants it. He also does not want his contract. All right, let's try next week. Patrick Ricard is coming back to the team, and Deshaun Elliott is coming back to the team. The team did not make the playoffs. We finished 8-9, which really sucks, man. I thought this team was going to do a little better. Maybe the offensive line really just held the team back. Let's quickly go over these stats. How did Lamar Jackson do? 3,900 yards, 28 touchdowns, 9 picks. He still had a good season. I don't mind that at all. J.K. Dobbins was pretty good as well. 3.8 yards per carry, 12 touchdowns. Not amazing. Like, I'd rather have that above 4, but still 12 touchdowns, 1,100 yards. Not bad. Lamar Jackson also 5 touchdowns, 800 yards. That's pretty sick. Rashad Bateman was really good this season. Mark Andrews, 6 touchdowns. Marquise Brown, 6 touchdowns. All right, so the offense wasn't that bad. The offensive line was also fairly solid. 126 tackles here for Patrick Queen. 14 tackles for loss for Chase Young. 12 for Calais Campbell. 12 sacks for Chase Young. 8 for Calais Campbell. 7 for Ed Oliver. We have 2 picks for Chuck Clark and Marcus Peters. And then 1 for Patrick Queen, Tavon Young, and Marlon Humphrey. We were just in the upper half of the NFL on offense. And we were actually top 5 on defense. This team wasn't that bad. Lamar Jackson's at number 4 for MVP. Offensive Player of the Year, he is number 2. Defensive Player of the Year, anybody from the Ravens? Yeah, Chase Young at number 9. Not bad. Offensive Rookie of the Year, we do have Rashad Bateman at number 7. I'll take it. Defensive Rookie of the Year, we have Odafe Owe at number 5. All right. I'm hoping a couple of guys go up in dev. Maybe Rashad Bateman. He had a pretty good year, but I don't think he did enough. I'm really hoping Patrick Queen can go up, though, because if we can get him to superstar, that would actually be massive. But let me spend these scouting points, and then we will see who wins this Super Bowl rematch. Mahomes versus Brady again. Let's see if it's going to be the same or if it's going to be different. It's much different. 34-7. The Chiefs are going to kill the Buccaneers there. Can't say I'm surprised, though. The Chiefs are incredible in this game. But yeah, let's see who we have to bring back now. So I think Makari is going to be here. I do want him. He's not a bad center. He's a 73. And we need some offensive lineman help for sure. I don't mind giving him a 2-year contract. And he's coming back for that. Okay, that's fine. So if anything, we at least have a starting caliber center. I'm still going to look to draft some offensive linemen, though. We might even look here in free agency as well. If anybody, like, jumps off the board to me, maybe we can just snag them. We have $22.8 million to spend. Now, Devontae Adams will be here. He is super, super enticing. I kind of just want to, like, draft a receiver, though. Maybe we get, like, a true number 1 that way. Marquise Brown could be the slot. Bateman the 2. All right, so James Daniels is here in free agency. Like, he's a player I trade for often, but he's so good to have. I will also throw a relatively small contract at Devontae Adams. 0 points. It's not relatively small. It's actually really small. We're going to throw him that contract. And I don't think there's anyone else I'm going to go after in free agency. So just James Daniels and Devontae Adams for now. Daniels hopefully will accept. He does. We did not hear back yet from Devontae Adams, but I did not expect to. And the Jets are giving him a lot of points. All right, so we're going to take away that contract and hopefully draft a really good receiver. Actually, really quickly, before I forget, let's go over the development trait upgrades. So I don't believe anyone is up on the offense. And then defensively, Patrick Queen didn't go up. I was really hoping he would. Okay, so I don't believe anyone is up in development trait at all. I believe I'm going to have to trade up in this draft. I have the 15th and the 21st picks. And the players I want are supposed to go mid-first round. All right, so Jalen Ferguson, the 15th overall pick, and Miles Boykin will get me the 9th overall pick. And here, I got to figure out who I want to take. So, there are some receivers I want, and there's also a defensive end I really want. This is the receiver I want the most, because he ran a 4.39, and he's 6'4". Probably going to have to trade up again for him. But I also really want this one defensive end. Now, it says that he's a speed rusher, but he is first in bench press. I feel like he could potentially play on this D-line. Like, in real life, maybe not. But in Madden, I'm sure he could do that perfectly fine. And he's also an early first-round talent. So I would either take him, or I would take, like, Jarrell Teague, just because he would fit this scheme better as a run stopper. But he is a little bit worse when it comes to his overall. So I think I might just go with Orchard just because he looks so good. I'm going to do that. I think he's too good not to take. Oh my God, he has normal. That really sucks. But 87 speed, 86 acceleration, 88 strength. He is so good. That just sucks that he only has normal dev. I'm sure that other guy is hidden. That's unfortunate. Did not expect him to have normal. All right, so I actually don't know if I can take our receiver. Maybe like in the 2nd round or something, because I really want these centers. This center's an early first talent, and so is this center. These guys are both going to be so good on this offense. Mid-2nd round projection for both of them as well. So I think I'm actually going to pass on that receiver. He looks good. He looks really good. I'll be sure to check him out, unless maybe he's here. He is not here, but there's a bunch of other receivers I wouldn't mind taking. We have some other guys down here who could potentially last. 76 hidden for Rick Bernard. Really, really good center. I will take that for sure. And now let's go to the 2nd round. There are actually no other like good receivers left. But the center is here. Okay, I'm good with Artie Camp. 76 hidden. All right, so we have 2 really good offensive linemen. Probably don't have to worry about the O-line for a while now. And with the 15th pick here, I don't know who I want to take just yet. Let me look around. I have a mid-2nd round talent receiver who looks all right. This middle linebacker who actually looks really good late 3rd round. I think I might take him now. Yeah, he looks solid enough. Please have hidden. He has normal, 72 normal. He's a good player though. Like, he's fast. Pretty decent zone coverage. 67 isn't bad for a rookie. I don't mind him playing. He can probably be the number 2 middle linebacker. Maybe he can progress into something. With this 3rd round pick though, I think we're good just to trade this one away. There's not too much more I want with this selection. Like a 3rd and a 4th from the Colts. I'm good with that for next year. Let's take a receiver first, though, in case this guy turns out to be a stud. He's a 68 with normal. Not bad, but definitely not good enough to start. We have some defensive ends down here as well, and just in case they have a good dev trait, I will take him. 69, I mean, he's a beast, but I don't know if he'll really play. I mean, he could. We could start the guy we drafted in the first round over Owe, but Owe's not bad, so I don't know. I don't know what to do just yet. I'll have to look at the team. I think I'm going to take Alex Good with this pick, and then we're going to take the middle linebacker, and that's it for this draft. So Alex Good is pretty good, I guess. He's a 68 overall, not too bad. And let's go ahead and take the second round talent linebacker, Keith Rudolph. 70 with normal. Really good player, considering he was supposed to go undrafted. All right, so I think that draft went pretty well. I'm really upset that that defensive end didn't have hidden. That would have made this draft super, super good. I will have to check out what Teague is looking like, and I'm sure he has hidden. If I would have drafted him, probably would have been normal, but I'm sure he just has hidden development trait. Probably like Superstar X Factor just because of my luck. The best player in the class, though, is a 79 overall quarterback, and he's in our division. I don't like this too much. He looks really good. All right, so here's a look at Teague. He only has normal. Okay. So that wasn't a terrible pick from us then. You know, these power rushers aren't that good. That guy had normal as well. So we didn't miss out too badly. But here is this 6'4" receiver with 92 speed. Going to the Eagles. That's a really good pick there for the Eagles. I don't think I'm going to make any trades. Like, I think this is going to be the team for the next season. 85 overall, 87 offense, 84 defense. The offensive line got a ton better. We moved Bernard to right tackle, where he's a 79 overall, looking really nice over there. I think the offense just upgraded, so hopefully they play a little bit better. And then defensively, sadly, we lost Calais Campbell, but I still think we have a good unit on this side of the ball. I'm going to keep Orchard down here. I think he's versatile enough to play, you know, 3-4 D end and also potentially rush the passer. I think he's definitely good enough to do that kind of like hybrid sort of role. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, that's the team. I hope they do better than last year. I definitely think this team is capable of going at least above 500. We have yet another camp standout, Ed Oliver again. Let's go power move and finesse move this time. So last year we had obviously the same camp standout, and he didn't actually progress anymore after this, so I didn't bother showing any of it. If he doesn't get his little challenge thing to go through in week 1, I'm probably not going to show it. So I will most likely see you guys in the midseason because I don't really expect him to do that challenge. We are looking pretty good here at the midseason mark, and the Steelers absolutely are not. 0-7. All right, well, 6-1 for the Bengals. They're looking really solid this season. And then 3-3 for the Browns. I'm just worried that the Browns are going to absolutely turn it around here. And I really hope that doesn't happen. Let's see if the offensive linemen are revealed, though. Please have more than star. They both have star. That's fine, I mean, I guess, but obviously they can't go up in dev trait normally. So if they just have superstar as a rookie, it's amazing. They're going to progress so much better. Yeah, Lamar Jackson needs to come back to the team. That might halt like all other progress here. So before I look at the rest of the free agents, let's get Lamar Jackson. He is coming back to the team. Thank you for signing that. And I think we still have like, what, 60 mil to spend? About that, yeah, with that Marcus Peters contract. It's down to like 40. So I kind of want Marcus Peters. That 1-year deal, I don't mind. Ed Oliver, I want. Marquise Brown, I want. And that's it. We should actually be able to get all these guys. I don't expect Marcus Peters to accept this. Actually, wow, never mind. Okay, he accepted it. Let's go. Ed Oliver, please. He's coming to the team. All right, love that. And then Marquise Brown, the last player I really want, he's coming back to the team. All right, so Sam Cook is good. He's a good punter, but I'm sure I can replace him pretty easily here in Madden. We made the playoffs, and so did 2 other teams in this division. We have to take on the Cleveland Browns, which I'm not looking forward to. Lamar Jackson had 3,500 yards, 31 touchdowns, 16 picks. A worse season through the air than last year for sure, but what are his rushing stats looking like? About the same. J.K. Dobbins went crazy, though. 16 touchdowns, 4.5 yards per carry, 1,400 yards. He had a really good season. Mark Andrews was pretty good, but not too many yards to be had there. Lamar Jackson didn't really pass the ball for that many yards, so it's fair. Makes sense. The offensive line doing better. I'll take it. 112 tackles for Patrick Queen, 12 tackles for loss for Orchard and for Ed Oliver, 10 sacks for Ed Oliver, 8 for Chase Young, 7.5 for Orchard. We have 6 picks for Patrick Queen. This has to be a dev up. 3 for Russell Reeves and Marcus Peters, 2 for Odafe Owe, sure, Deshaun Elliott, Tavon Young, and Marlon Humphrey, and then 1 for Chuck Clark. 17th in the NFL on offense, and then 2nd on defense. Yo, this defense is insane. All right, anybody from the Ravens? No Lamar Jackson. AFC Offensive Player of the Year, J.K. Dobbins at number 5. Let's go. Defensive Player of the Year, Patrick Queen at number 4. Offensive Rookie of the Year, no one from the Ravens. Defensive Rookie of the Year doesn't go to the linebacker. He's at number 2, the D-end at number 3. It's whatever. I just saw the Bengals down there had another player with the last name Mixon. That's pretty cool. Let's see if we can take down the Browns. I'm sure we can't because they're the Browns. But we're going to try our best and lose 40-34. That sucks. The Browns make it all the way to a Super Bowl against the Buccaneers, who are here once again. And the Buccaneers are going to win 31-24. All right. Now, I don't believe there was anyone to bring back to the team right now. Let's definitely check it out, though. And I was right. Okay, there's no one there who I really want back on the roster. Now, before we advance to free agency, forgot to do this last year at this time, but let's check out development trade upgrades. J.K. Dobbins should be up to superstar, and he is. All right, that's amazing. You know, this offense did well. I think they did well enough to win a lot of games, and then the defense obviously helped out a ton there. Speaking of the defense, though, Patrick Queen is up in dev trait, so is Orchard. All right, nice to see him up to star. Way better than normal. And now let's hop into free agency. There's not too much I'm looking for here. Like, I think this team is already in a really good spot. We have $16 million. I'm sure, like, Tyreek Hill will be the top free agent. He is. I don't really want him. Devin White, though, would actually be really good alongside Patrick Queen. I kind of wanted a safety, but there's definitely no safeties I want there. So I think we're just going to go after Devin White. And there's no other receivers I want. I don't want to go after Tyreek Hill. So hopefully we can get Devin White on the team and then maybe draft a receiver. But even if we can't, like, I don't really think we need a receiver that badly. These guys are progressing pretty well. We didn't get Devin White. I gave him 111 points. That seemed like a lot more than the second place team. And just for the memes, because I want to see if this can happen, I'm going to go after Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers. We're going to give them 0 total points each. There's really no one else I want in free agency right now. So let's see if we can completely finesse the system and get both these guys to back up Lamar Jackson. No, we did not get Tom Brady or Aaron Rodgers. They also didn't reject. So I wonder if they're just going to be in free agency. That'd be really funny. Let's hop into the draft. We're going to have a bad draft pick, though. There are 2 really good corners in this class who I'm not going to bother trading up for. Actually, we have the 15th pick. Oh, because it's not our draft pick. I forgot about that. All right, so who do I want to take? There are some middle linebackers who actually look kind of good. Mid-first talent. Early first talent. Paul Short kind of looks sick. Don't know if I really want him, though. Let's check out these receivers. And really, there are, like, no good receivers. That's the best one. He's a late first talent. I don't want him. I really wish the scout, you know, scouted some DNs and stuff, but they just didn't. They scouted some D tackles. Early first talent for this guy. Yeah, okay, I'll take him for sure. And we're not going to target our receiver, I don't think. Also, early first talent for this guy. Oh my god. These guys both look so good. Hold on, do we just get them both? Because then one of them can stay at D tackle. One of them can move to D end. And then the D-end we had last year can move up to where Owe is. There's this guy, though, who's an early first talent. All right, hang on a second. We can definitely destroy this draft. So I'm going to take Grant Hurts, I think, with this pick. 78 hidden, ranked number 4. He's going to play a lot. And now I think we have to trade up in the second round, probably. 3 third-round draft picks in total, 2 this year, 1 next year. Going to the Chargers for their second, which is the 3rd pick in the second round. So let's go straight to that one. And there I'm going to be taking a middle linebacker who might play. I mean, he probably will, even if he just has normal. There's actually a lot of good players still left. Good tight end. I don't need him. Another good running back here. All right, well, anyway, let's go ahead and take this middle linebacker, Phillip Sawyer. 78 normal, the 3rd best player in the class. He's probably going to start. I mean, at least as the, the number 2 middle linebacker, who's going to play a lot in the 3-4. And now in the late second round, hopefully we can get this other D tackle. We can. He is here. Vince Maben, 76. Okay, so that was a really good draft here for us. We got some beasts. I like that class a lot. In the 4th round, I think we might go ahead and take another beast. Actually, I'm not going to take the punter yet. All right, I was going to talk that up, and then I was going to take a punter, but we're not going to do it yet. Instead, let's see who we have scouted. Only punters. That's like the alternative to OnlyFans. That sounds a lot more fun, honestly. I'm going to take him now then. Let's go. 70 overall. I told you we could replace Sam Cook. He's not nearly as good. He's not even close to being as good. But it's whatever, okay? I'm going to simulate to the end of the draft now. No one else is scouted for me. The scout did a phenomenal job as usual. And I'm just going to let the computer take all the selections. Like, they're not going to do much worse or better than me. So those first 3 picks, I think, were almost perfect. Like, I would have much rather had, like, a really good receiver, I guess, than one of these D tackles. But it just wasn't in the cards. I mean, we got a 71 overall receiver. This guy's actually really solid. He's not bad at all. He's not going to play, but he's certainly good depth. Who is the best player in the class? I see an 80 corner. Hidden Dev going to the Chargers. That guy's really good. Would have had to trade up really far to get him, though. And then here is another corner. There is 2 of these cornerbacks in this class, but I was definitely not in a position to get either of them. But we did really well, I think. Paul Short is really good, too. 90 speed. Oh, my God. He went 17th overall. All right, so that was a good draft. That was a pretty good draft class in general. And I feel like this team could just make it back to the playoffs again. Like, I don't think we got worse. If anything, I definitely think we got better. So Tom Brady is in free agency. I'm going to sign him. He's going to be the backup quarterback for this team. Why not? I mean, I'll cut him if I need to bring back some players, but for now, he's going to be the backup quarterback. I just realized I didn't need both of those D tackles. I don't know what I was thinking. I only needed one of them. It's okay, though. Like, we can have one backing up Ed Oliver. I'm good with that, but Hurts is definitely going to be starting at left end. I mean, I didn't trade up for that second D tackle, so it doesn't really matter all that much. Like, it didn't make too much of a difference in the draft class. So, I mean, at least we have a good backup D tackle now. That's fine. But this is going to be the team for the 3rd season. It might be the final season. I don't know just yet, depending on how well we play. But we're an 87, 91 offense, 83 defense. Defense isn't looking too hot, but I think we still have a ton of potential over there. And offensively, we're still looking nice. Hopefully, J.K. Dobbins can continue his dominance right here. I mean, he played really well last season. And hopefully, he can carry that over. Lamar Jackson has been pretty good this whole time as well. Maybe he can have like an MVP season once again. And then over here on the defense, we still have some young players with a lot of room to grow. And I think we have a good team in general. The defense has been good this whole time. Let's see if they continue that. I will spend the staff points, and I will start simulating. Once again, the team's looking pretty good here at week 8. We are 5-2. We also just took down the Patriots. They're a pretty good team. This is going to be a tough matchup, though, against the Chiefs. I'm going to advance by this game real quick because I doubt the linebacker is revealed just yet. And we actually lost that game. I was also just kind of curious to see if we'd win that game or not. I think I said linebacker. I meant defensive end. My bad. Let's check out the dev trait of the DN, though. Star. Dude, we've gotten really unlucky with the development traits of these guys. But I still think we drafted some beasts. I'm going to go to the end of the season, though. And if we're not in the playoffs, I will negotiate with some players. We made the playoffs once again, going 11-6. And also, once more, 3 teams from this division made the playoffs. This division is absolutely ludicrous in this game. How did Lamar Jackson do? Over 4,000 yards, maybe? Yeah, just barely. 4,044, 28 touchdowns, 10 picks. Not an amazing year, but certainly not bad. I'll take it. And then 837 yards on the ground, 7 touchdowns for him. Okay, so he actually had another pretty good season. Actually, better than pretty good. He had another really good season. J.K. Dobbins as well, talking about really good years. 16 touchdowns, 1,300 yards, 4.5 yards per carry. Mark Andrews, almost 1,000 yards. Marquise Brown as well. Rashad Bateman, 77 catches. All right, 7 touchdowns there for Devin Duvernay. Also, if anyone's wondering, I kept the Ravens playbook this whole time. I just wanted to see if it would make Lamar Jackson rush for like 1,000 yards, and it kind of did, which was nice. The offensive line, the best it's ever been. I'll take it. 127 tackles here for Patrick Queen. 15 tackles for loss for Grant Hurts. 10.5 sacks for Chase Young. 8 for Hurts. Hurts had a really good rookie season. 2 picks for Patrick Queen, Chuck Clark, and Marlon Humphrey, and then 1 for Marcus Peters and rookie Phillip Sawyer. 10th in the NFL on offense. His defense top 10 again. It is top 3. Top 2, I guess, to be more specific. Let's go. Lamar Jackson, number 5. For MVP, AFC Offensive Player of the Year, he is number 2. Defensive Player of the Year, we have Patrick Queen at number 10, just barely making the list. Offensive Rookie of the Year, no one from the Ravens. Defensive Rookie of the Year, Grant Hurts at number 2. Also the linebacker, and whoever Justin Lockhart is at number 9. All right. Best quarterback, Lamar Jackson at number 3. Best running back, we have J.K. Dobbins at number 7. Best receiver, anyone from the Ravens? No, I don't believe so. Best O-lineman is Wyatt Teller. Ronnie Stanley, though, at number 2. Also, James Daniels, number 8. I gotta stop going after him. I'm sorry for getting him all the time. Best D-lineman is J.J. Watt. Best linebacker, we do have Chase Young. We also have Patrick Queen. Let's go. Best defensive back, probably no Ravens here. But best kicker, Justin Tucker at number 2. Let's go. Obviously, Justin Tucker is a ridiculously good kicker. Makes sense he's on that list. But let's see if we can win a playoff game, please. I think this is going to be the final year. I think this team has done enough to warrant like a successful rebuild. Can we take down the Bills? We can. All right, thank you. We are finally going to win a playoff game. Let's see if we can take down the Steelers, a divisional rival. We will take down the Steelers, and we're playing another team in the division. Let's go to the Super Bowl. Please, let me take down the Browns. We will take down the Browns. All right, we have to go up against the Dallas Cowboys. Perfect. So at least we made it to a Super Bowl. I'm good with that to end off this rebuild. Let's check out the dev trade improvements, though. J.K. Dobbins could be an X factor. He is not, sadly. Honestly, this is all because Tom Brady's on the team. Let's be real here. But J.K. Dobbins up to a 96, looking crazy good. And then defensively, Hurts is up to superstar dev. I think that might be it. Oh, I figured out who Lockhart was. I didn't even realize we didn't bring Tavon Young back to the team. My bad. I didn't know I needed a third corner. Whoops, whatever. I mean, it worked out. Lockhart was, I guess, not that bad. But let's hop into the Super Bowl game and see if we can take down the Dallas Cowboys. All right, whoever scores the first touchdown is going to win this game, all right? Not looking good for us then. 7-3 is the score, 14-3, 14-6. We need more than field goals. Come on. 21-6, 21-13. Finally didn't score a field goal. 24-13, 24-21. This is close. 31-21, 38-21. That is it. I was right, though. The first team to score a touchdown won the Super Bowl. Sadly, it wasn't us. But still, I think this one was pretty successful. I think I built a pretty good team. Now, obviously, the Ravens are already really good. Okay? They don't really need a rebuild. If I would have just simulated normally, chances are they would have been in the Super Bowl by now anyway. Okay? The Ravens have a great team. But somebody suggested the Ravens in the comments section. They mentioned that, like, nobody's done them yet, and I'm sure that's why. Like, the reason nobody's done them is because they're already really good. People usually work through the bad teams first. But here we are, losing the Super Bowl to the Cowboys of all teams. I hate this. Dak Prescott, I hate you. I don't, but it's infuriating. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed this one, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.
Where every step you take is to